you
got it.
got it.
Got it.
Well, welcome to Olivia and Aleakwe. We have a queen of a guest, Judith Jacob. She is everything. Her job title does not surmise, so we're going to let the queen speak for herself. Welcome.
Well, greetings to you both. What a big up. I like it a lot. So yeah, I'm an actress, a singer. I'm a liar. I just say that I'm a singer because I like the idea of singing, just that nobody will let me. So anyway,
like you can sing, like you can act, right?
I'm not a triple threat. I'm a singular threat. We've got people who sings and dances. All right, I can dance, but not like, you know, them dancing. But I can dance. Take me to a club. I can rave all night. So I can act. I can semi-sing. I semi-dance. But I also play music and I train hard. I love training. Fitness is breathing as far as I'm concerned. And also because lockdown, I really enjoyed lockdown. I had a great time. My whole family was together. And by 11 o'clock, the first lockdown, by 11 o'clock, the sun was shining. It was in May and the sun was all coming out. And by 11 o'clock, me and my daughter, we'd go down to Sainsbury's, get 2 bottles of Cava, and we were drinking all day together from morning till night. And then I went to put on a pair of trousers about a year and a half later, and it wouldn't go up my legs. And then I thought, what happened there? Well, that's because I was having way too much of a good time.
Deserved.
I can relate.
So one had to get rid of most of that. So I have got most of it off. But then we came into December, and December is my birthday, my partner's birthday, all of these festivities. And I don't think that one should sacrifice food or alcohol when it's a time of celebration. So December is a whole celebration, which brings me back to January where I start again.
The dedication, the commitment. Such a giver.
Thank you, Aleakwe. I am a giver. I'm a proper giver, right? So January and half of February, I won't have any alcohol. I have to go beyond January because I think my body deserves that treat. So so halfway through February, then I will start back, but then but it'll be like moderate. It'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then by the time we get to June, July, who knows? But at least to begin with.
The festivals are starting and picking up again. But it sounds like you got it all under control. You got
babe, I got it first.
Oh my God. What I love about this is that Judith is always self-depreciating. She doesn't actually give maybe you don't know the effect you have on people. So I'm just going to try and attempt a summary. Okay. So we invited Julie back to the platform because for me, you share the values that Olivia and I do and our viewers and listeners around the world, which is natural sunshine, a natural high, a little of you goes a long way. So much so, I believe you should be getting all the flowers, all the awards, which is above and beyond. Whatever the OBE, Queen, Royalty, you should be getting it. And all of this is about happiness. From the first time we met, yes. You're welcoming your kids. I know you don't care about status, but she has status, people. She has status. Frustrates. She won't accept it, but she deserves it. And it's that kind of thing. Praise it. Clap for yourself.
Embrace it.
Generally, go and watch all your work. And that's why we wanted to welcome you back. We'll provide the link for the previous interview you kindly did about your wealth of experience and amazing work. But this is about what makes you happy. Of all the things that you've mentioned, there's lots, but we're going to focus on your DJing and your music. Tell us anything you want to about that, because that is greatness.
Well, I have to tell you, I say playing music because I don't think I can use the word DJ yet. But I've been very blessed. There's a guy called Emmanuel. He was the nephew of Smiley Culture. And when Smiley Culture had died, he set up a radio station, Soul something. And he asked me, would I come and present on it? And I was like, no. And then he kept asking me. Then I spoke to Daddy Ernie and I went, oh, this man keeps asking me to. And he went, do it. I went, no, what? Just do it. And he went, just do it, Judith. You'll be fine. So I took the bull by the horn and all my fears and everything. And then so, all right, then I started doing it. And then we've done it for about a good 2 years, maybe 3. And then he needed to grieve. So he went and he had to do that because he didn't grieve. He just poured himself into everything. But now I had the bug and I wanted to play music. So I've got a friend, little Andy. He's Jemmy Magic, but he was at the time Intrepid before when I was younger, because I thought I was a sound girl because I used to wrap the wire around my arm at the ending of a night. So I was a sound girl. So I went to him and I said, oh, you've got a station. I want to play. And he went, oh, well, I don't know time. I said, all right, then fine. And then he said, oh, look, I've got this slot. And it was a Thursday slot, 1 till 3 at the time. It's now 1 till 4. And I went, I'll take it because I'm free at that time. And then I'm like, okay. So then I've got all this music that I've got, so I can now play in and select. And my man, music is how he breathes. So, but he won't just give me music. I have to go. I treat him like a record shop. I'll go and I go, what's this tune? Da, 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 da. And he goes, I don't know. What is that tune, Judith? I said, come on, Dennis, you know what it is. And it goes, and he goes, do you mean? I went, yes, that one. But then I could get it.
Husband Shazam.
Shazam is my best friend. I go out to places, I go, oh, I like this tune. Shazam. Yeah, it's my best friend. And then I got asked to play out. It was a woman's night. Legs 11, really beautiful women. They run their own sound system. They said, would you come and play for an hour? And I went, oh, I don't know. I said, oh, right, done that. And then I thought, oh, then I met up with there was a guy, Ray Carlos. He was a saxophonist. He's no longer in this world, but I had him as a guest on one of my shows. And he set up this thing on a Friday, the first Friday of the month, I believe it was, in Dalston with all these female DJs.
Oh, wow.
And so that was my first regular thing. And I was like, oh God. And now you do this thing, we go, oh, I've got to select some music. Doesn't it sound good? Let me select music for the night. And now I do a few more gigs, and I'm now proactively looking for gigs to play at. Yeah.
And what kind of, I can never generalize or categorize the name, but what kind of vibe and energy and tunes do you have mainly, or it's just a mix?
It is a mix, but reggae is my heartbeat. So reggae is my first love musically. But my sister, my younger sister, she's a soul head. And I have learned the last, I'll say maybe over 10 years ago, I've discovered, we went on a holiday together, and there was this tune by Ledisi called Thinking About You, Thinking of You. And when I heard that tune, I was like, oh my God, what a tune. And they're all going, it's 5 years old, Jude. What do you mean, what a tune? Well, I'm sorry. Babe, I rinsed that tune. Yes. And every time I played it, everybody in the world knew it except for me. So my collection has got much faster. I do like a bit of Afrobeat. So I've been, and my daughter's got a friend of ours, and he knows all the recent ones. So I just go to him, what one's the one that people are raving to now? And he'll go, you got to listen to this one, you got to listen to that one. I go, right, boom, all right, little list coming together. So I'm just rinsing all people's knowledge, getting stuff together, and enjoying. And to me, how wonderful to just play music.
Yeah, and music doesn't really get old, isn't it? It's like, even though June was 5 years old, it doesn't matter because people are still getting up, you know?
What a great thing you've just said. Music does not get old. No. We're talking about music. We still play things from Ray Charles. And I mean, how old, you know what I mean? Etta James, none of those music get old.
Yes.
So yeah, so this is, and I've just been asked to go on a radio. It's a digital station, but it's for Birmingham. Obviously, we transmit from home, but that was another one. Is going, oh, you know, would you do it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And it's time really more than anything. So I said I'll do once a month on a Sunday. So I've got to set it up so that I can start broadcasting in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah,
Fantastic.
watch me.
I am, yes, I love this. The thing is, for me, is that I've seen you for Unconscious FM radio,
Yes, yeah.
and then you host your is it Jabba Yabba and Friends?
My Yabba Yabba, yes.
Yabba Yabba and Friends. And what's it called? I just love that you are like a human instrument, and what's it called? And you actually have that vibe and that real exchange. So I just wondered, I know you can't narrow it down, but what has been your highlight gig in the country that you live in, and a highlight gig abroad? And we're not saying, you know, your favorite children out of all of your gigs, but the ones that come to mind. So first one in the UK that was just like, rah.
Yeah, I would say, because I have played a few, but I think when I was at the Antwerp pub, and it would have been my second time playing there, and the crowd were all singing. It was like a party, and you were like, oh, this is me. That's a real vibe to just, yeah. And they're all going, yeah, rewind. Like, okay. And you know when you have big man them, I come and go, what, selector, are you that? Yeah, that rubs your ego. It's a beautiful feeling, beautiful feeling. And then that's in London, England. And then out will be Gambia, because that's when I went out to play music, because I was taken out there to play music. And normally we all have a section and we do, but then I had a time when the guy that brought me out there wasn't well, so he couldn't play. But Marky's not a great health anyway. And then the other guy that was meant to play, man, I don't know what happened that night. They never turned up. But there was me one, and I've never played for more than 2 hours at that moment. So I was, oh my God, yeah, heartbeat, everything. And I was like, all right, Jude, just hold it down. You can do this. The next day, everybody's going, Judith played that tune. She played tune. Now the guy that was not Marky, who wasn't well, but the other guy who just didn't turn up, and you know, he normally does play, but that day he just didn't, because he went raving. He was like, so what music were you playing then, Jude? What music were you playing? And I was going, why? What do you want to know? He goes, yeah, but everybody's talking about it. What music were you playing? Because he talks like that. He's got an American accent like that. And I said, well, I just played selection. So the next night now, he's like, yeah, I'm playing. Ego.
But I love that. The thing is, you are put in an unexpected circumstance, and that you just rose through it, even though you didn't even. Sometimes we don't even know how we're carried, but the music carried you, your instinct carried you, the archive in you, your ancestors carried you, and then you lifted everybody. I love that. One day we're going to reach. We're going to reach.
Yeah, man. After reach.
I love you. So where can people connect with you now, and what upcoming events?
Right. Well, with me, you can connect. I'm on all social media, using all social media, using my own name. So it's Judith Jacob on Twitter. It's not Twitter, it's X. So on X and Instagram and Facebook, even though I don't really use Facebook as much anymore, but I'm definitely an Instagrammer and an X person. I'm always pushing things out. And my next gig is on the 9th of February, back at the Antwerp pub. But then after that, I've got another gig directly afterwards in Tottenham. Let me tell you, there's some beautiful women out there. And this queen came to one of my shows, my gig at Antwerp, and she came from this pub we're going to be playing at. And she came and she was like, oh, I'm only here for a little bit because I've got to go back to work. I went, that's cool. And she went, oh, Jill, I've got to go to work. I went, I know. She went, yeah, but stop playing the music like that then. I've got to go. And I went, okay, but I've got to keep playing. You go about your business. Then she said, oh, let me take a number. And then she said, I'm going to have to get you to play where I am. And now she's booked this gig.
Oh, wow.
But it's all women that's all playing on this thing. Because I was saying I can't make it because I'm already playing that. She went, what are you talking about? This is all night. When you finish, you just pack your stuff and come down there. I went, I'm there, babe. I'm there.
It's fantastic.
So nice.
It's fantastic.
Nice.
Listen, we might not be in the region, but this is the kind of thing it's worth traveling for. You know, this is you and your gift to the world. You know, people don't want to pay for someone that's just like saying, hey, ladies, or cutting it up, playing it for 2 seconds. They will reach, and we'll put all the details below. And for you to connect, please reach, buy your tickets, get everyone involved, because you know you need a guaranteed good time, people.
Yeah.
We all know the effery that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Switch off the news, tune in to Judith.
Oh, bless you.
That's all that you need. Olivia, anything you want to share?
I'm going to look her up now on Instagram to follow, because music is like feeds the soul, isn't it? And we need it, I should say.
Honestly.
So
that's the beautiful thing with music. Music can make you happy. Music can make you sad. It brings you instant memories.
Yeah,
you know.
100%. And it's funny, there's like a very quickly before we end, like I think it was around maybe, I would say almost 18 years ago or something like that. You were teaching a spin class in my gym in Wood Green.
Shut up!
Yeah, and I didn't really know you then, and I was like, this music is playing some tunes. Find me someone who is actually, you were proper like hard on us. And I was like, yeah, man, I love this. And I was like proper like a gym fanatic at the time. But it was because of the music and obviously your energy, obviously as well. But yeah. I'm
glad you said that. Oh, yes, man. I remember that we loved it. Yes, it was. And it was great down there. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it was Virgin, nice. I think, was it at the time? Or was it Holmes Place? Maybe Holmes Place.
It was Holmes Place. It was Holmes.
That's right. It was Holmes Place.
A few times, but it was Holmes Place.
Yeah. And with me, it's all about music.
Yeah.
Spin to me is about. In fact, I realized that I was maybe thinking I was a DJ at them time without even because I just love selection. You can't have a spin class, and the thing is, music is subjective anyway. What I love, somebody may not love, so I get that. But on a whole, most people enjoyed the music that I selected to play. And I'm constantly trying to get different tunes. I'm thinking, oh, this one's a buzzer. I love this tune. And I end up singing because, as I said, I have an audience that nobody can go anywhere. They have no choice to listen because they're on the bikes. They're not going to get off their bikes.
Yeah, it brings extra flavor. It was really good, definitely.
Oh, that's so cool! I didn't know that.
Love it. Judith, Selector Jacob could be the only person who could cure my aversion to exercise. I believe it's possible. Ladies, we will see each other on the dance floor soon.
I love that.
Everyone, check out Judith's links. It's an amazing thing. Check out Olivia's links, and peace to everybody.
Thank you for your time, Judith.
Thank you, guys. Mwah, mwah.